Hi, David. How are you? This is Melinda. I'm the host for the 2 days event, the Global Summit 2023. So, we will share the pre recorded session of David L. Lindsay, who is responsible for the global marketing and communications for David L. So, yes, I will give a brief introduction of the David L. Lindsay. So, David L. Lindsay, has been obsessed with helping people, including himself, achieve peak performance in all areas of life. He has been an athletic playing semi-professional rugby league, an arm wrestler and MMA cage fighter, as well as coach for over 20 years. During this time, David has trained Olympians, international footballers, CEOs, all the way through stay-at-home parents. All this time, he saw patterns emerge that could be taken across into the corporate world to increase businesses' vitality, which in turn will raise moral productivity and therefore profitability of the business. And that is what David is going to share with us today. His 5 steps towards improved vitality model are when coaches, women who are visionaries, empaths, and entrepreneurs through life and business transformations using Creatrix codes, a divine tapestry of sound metaphor, natural laws, neuroscience, and quantum physics. Owen's unique alchemy incorporates magnetic mind techniques, hypoconscious guidance, rapid code, goddess archetypes, kansla, and Willis techniques, phenomenology, energy work, and the latest manifestation techniques. Her qualifications and experience include resistance trauma, creative arts, and play therapist, certified magnetic mind coach, and Avinjaya. So, and David has Institute Channel, Oracle, and Moon Temple Initiator, Hypersis, published writer and upcoming author, Sacred Phenomenon, Spiritual Midwife, and Energy Healer, former leader in a global wellness business, internationally awarded and a published photographer. So now we will play the pre-recorded session of David L. Lindsay.
Yeah. When you have someone to wake up time to pray. Okay, fine. I get paid. When wait. Yeah. Watching those goals do it in every shot. And a lovely New York coming all the way from Sydney, Australia. Australia. When's the last time you went to work and punch in the face?
Yeah, मैंने no. Uh, so sorry that we have some technical glitch. So the recorder session is not playing. We are still working on it. So shall we? So we will move on to the next speaker. So after 30 minutes, we will make sure that we will play the pre-recorded session of David L. Lindsay. Thank you so much, David, for being so patient with us. Thank you for your support. So we will join after 30 minutes. So let's invite our next speaker, Arvind Daya. So please join the session of Arvind Daya.
Punched in the face. As if you can't find in Australia. When's the last time you went to work? Punched in the face. As a former case fighter, I get punched, I get kicked, and I get wrestled on a daily basis. And I mean the real type wrestling, not this WWE sort of stuff. You know, still come out looking. It's good. But in all seriousness, I learned many systems and strategies from my time doing martial arts, both as an athlete and coach. They can help anybody and therefore any team improve their vitality. Now, what comes to mind when I mention the word vitality? What about vim, vigor, passion for what you do? Vitality actually comes from the Latin word vitalis, meaning of, belonging to life. Let's have a look at your vital signs. You have your pulse rate, your respiratory and breathing, and you have your blood pressure. If you don't have these, you perceive as being dead, from the very least, a very bad way. So if your vitality is low or non-existent, well, you're not doing as well as can be expected, are you? Who here got up this morning, jumping out of bed, ready to take on the day? Or did you maybe hit the snooze button? Have to drag yourself out of bed, maybe, I don't know, need a cup of coffee, get yourself snapping into action. Do you or someone you know that you're supposed to start work at 9 o'clock? Yes, you may get your not be fluffed around for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes before you snap into action. Because I know this one really annoys me. Or do you have a project or department that just isn't going according to plan, and just a little unsure what to do? That's a few examples of where vitality may be lowered. I'm David Lindsay, I've been a full-time coach and trainer for over 20 years. I'm a vitality expert. I've put together a simple 5-step system to raise your vitality. There are many similarities between a sports team and a business team. And that is how I want you to look at it. If you're the boss, manager, or supervisor, you're the coach and trainer of your team. If you're an employee, you are the players. Every single successful sporting team and individual knows the importance of creating rituals, getting themselves snapping into action. There's the most successful international sporting team in history. They also have the most famous ritual of all. It's known in Asia, in Australia, and I'm sure you guys know over there in the States as well. But let's have a look at Rafael Nadal. Let's bounce, 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 anything, hair behind the ear, bottom goal, there's nothing wrong with his undies. This is just his ritual. And do we have any golfers out here? Or anyone that knows the game of golf, knows good golfers, has seen good golfers? What do most golfers do before each and every shot, whether it's a long drive or a short putt? They stand behind and they visualize it. They visualize if they want it to be a draw or a fade, go high or go low. They then do their practice swings, come up, and hopefully it goes off just as they visualized it. Now visualization is a very important element. But there's so much more to it to create routines and rituals to snap into action. We all have our own routines and rituals already set. We may need to tweak it just a little bit. You undoubtedly get up at the same time each and every morning. Shower the same way each and every morning. Have the same breakfast each and every morning. Even get to work the exact same way each and every morning. So we just need to add that little bit to it. We need to add that extra element. Now from my world in sports, from fighting, I need the easiest, the simplest way to snap into action. And how do you think that may be? Yes, we all have our warm-ups in the back, and we do that. But when we're walking from the dressing room to the cage, or the dressing room to the ring, we come out to our song. And mine back in the day was Wolf Mother, Joker, and the Thief. And even now, even all these years later, I still hear that. It still gets me pumped up, it gets me excited. Music is a great tool. It can help pump you up if you're feeling a bit flat, or it can help calm you down if you're feeling a bit anxious. Yet we don't utilise that at all. I know in Sydney, Australia, I have no doubt in New York, people unfortunately spend hours and hours commuting both to and from work each and every day. So why not make the most of that time? Why not create your own unique playlist? Something on the way to it that can help pump you up and get you excited, and something on the way home that can help calm you down. It's a great tool, and it's so easy to utilize. We can utilize it this afternoon. We can utilize it at lunch. We can utilize it this instant. And yet, very few people do. We all have our phones available within arm's reach 24/7, 365. So why not put your own unique playlist? Why not put something that's going to help pump you up, help you get excited, help you perform at your peak? Now music is one very powerful tool. But another very powerful tool is the power of posture. Who here has heard the saying before, that emotion is led by motion? So the way that you sit, the way that you stand, the way that you move influences the way that you feel, and therefore the way that you act. So if you sit slumpy, you feel slumpy. If you sit tall, shoulders back, not only can you breathe better, but you're going to do better. And you'll see it all the time. I see it in Sydney all the time. People walking, looking down at the ground, shoulders up, everything down. So not only does that stop them from getting a good breath, but their power is down as well. Whereas you walk tall, you walk with power, passion, and purpose, and see the energy flow. And we see this all the time. But when I'm speaking in the city, I catch the same train, I sit on the same carriage, I sit round about the same seat. And I see the same people hop on stop, after stop, after stop. And there's a guy that comes on one stop after me. What he doesn't use any posture at all. In fact, he does the exact opposite. He tries to become as small as possible and hold on to the pole and try and become a ghost. He doesn't want to get in anybody's way. Unfortunately, he succeeds. He does become that ghost. Because I see people bump into him, and he actually apologizes to them for them bumping into him. Then there's this little bloke that hops on 2 stops after this guy, and he walks on like he owns a train. And it's amazing how people respond so differently. People move out of the way for this bloke that walks on with power. He oozes confidence, and people react accordingly. And there's actually a technique called the Superman pose. This is where you stand tall, you stand powerful, just like Superman. Now I've been lucky enough to do this talk quite a few times, and especially early on, my daughter was in the back. And she goes, that Superman pose, that's good for the guys. But what about for the girls out there? And I went, you know what? She's right. So we also have the Wonder Woman pose. And you can see here it says they're holding this pose for as little as 2 minutes. Can help raise your testosterone while lowering your cortisol. It gets you into the alpha mindset. So just standing with power and passion, sitting strong, walking tall, walking with power, passion, and purpose, moving with authority. People react. But you know what's better than Superman there doing his Superman pose? It's my daughter doing her Supergirl pose. Now she does a lot of sport. She does trapeze. She does soccer. She puts on performances. And she's quite a shy girl, but she does this beforehand. And it gets her to the right mindset, and she puts on great performances. And here's a few more examples of where it can take up space. Just standing tall, standing powerful. Now these are two powerful tools when used individually. The power of posture and the power of music. But when we combine those two, it becomes a superpower. We're going to have a little run through this now. So I want you just to kick back, I want you to relax, and I want you to have sort of a slouchy posture. Now, I love Bob Marley. And I'm not saying don't listen to this. But you're not going to listen to this when you need to make an executive decision. You're not going to listen to this when you need to be in a peak state. You're going to listen to this when you're on holidays. When you're sitting around a pool, when you need to unwind. Not when you need to make an executive decision. So let's just shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And let's sit nice and tall. And remember that emotion is led by motion. So if you feel this music, feel free to pump the arms. But here we go. Let's feel the energy. Feel. If you want, stand up. We want to feel it build from the ground. Ready. And feel the energy surge through your body. And let's get it going on. Now, I'm not silly, I'm not an idiot. I know that this isn't going to work for everyone. But what does work for everyone is there's always a bit of AC/DC. So as we feel it going up, we're going to pump down the thunder. Feel it. Building. And let's get moving. Remember, emotion is led by motion. So we're doing 3 of them. Ready? Let's do 2 more. Pump the arms. 1 more. I want to feel the energy. And there we go. Sit down, sit down, sit down. So you see, you can utilize the power of posture and the power of music to become a superpower. And the good thing that it can work for you. Because you come in exuding that energy. What's going to happen to the people around you? You're going to go, I wonder what they're on. I want some of what they've got. And then 1 person becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8, and then before you know it, you get to that tipping point, and the majority of the people aren't in there, pumped up and excited. They've all snapped into action. Or it can work against you. You can have 1 negative, become 2 negative, become 4, and it gets that tipping point that way. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about moving it to the positive side of things. Now I get asked all the time, David, how are you so happy? All the time. And I go, you know what? That's easy. I get to talk to people for a living. I work in a gym. I change people's lives. And I love doing what I do. But it wasn't always that way. There was a time many, many years ago when I had no goals, I had no dreams, I had nothing to strive for. I was looking around and everyone that I went to school with was getting further and further in front. And I felt like I was on that hamster wheel. I was going around, I was sprinting, I was going as fast as I could. I need to hop off, be exhausted, and not have gone anywhere. Then I did some reading, I did some research, I did some research, I did some reading. And time again, this positive self-talk, positive affirmations kept coming up. And at first I thought, what a load of rubbish, talking to yourself. What's that supposed to do? Then I had a look at my life and I went, currently going nowhere, and I'm doing nothing. What do I have to lose? So I'd get up in the morning and say these affirmations in front of the mirror. Now nothing happened overnight, within a week. But 1 month went by, 2 months, 3 months, and I started to see some change. Now that change wasn't physical because that was always a bit of a right, but mentally and emotionally I started to see some change. And I went, man, imagine what if it was to be like if I was to put my own words to it. So I'd get up in the morning and I'd say, today is going to be a great day. Any challenge coming my way, I can and will overcome it. Today is going to be a great day. Today you look and feel great. And then smile. Appreciation, the person that's smiling back at you. That's the only person that you have to impress. The person looking back at you in the mirror. So I went in and I told a couple of people at the gym this, and one of them actually came back to me 3 weeks later and said, David, I've been doing it, but I haven't noticed any change. So I took him around the side and I sat down. And I said, show me exactly how you do it. So when today is going to be a great day. Any challenge coming my way, I can and will overcome it. Today is going to be a great day. Today you look and feel great. Oh, right terminology, but wrong physiology. When you're saying it, you must see it, mean it, believe it in order to become it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to all sit nice and tall, and we're going to go through that saying twice. And if you can't remember it, that's all right, because here it is now. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Today is going to be a great day. Any challenge coming my way, I can and will overcome it. Today is going to be a great day. Today, you look and feel great. One more time, more energy. Today is going to be a great day. Any challenge coming my way, I can and will overcome it. Today is going to be a great day. Today, you look and feel great. And smile. Appreciate the person that's looking back at you in the mirror. That's the only person that you have to do it for. But once we've created our routines and rituals to snap into action, we then go to the second step, which is nap. And due to time constraints, I'm going to cut these other ones down because the most important one is creating routines and rituals to snap into action. Then napping for peak performance. Who here thinks that stress is a bad thing? What if I was to tell you that stress isn't a bad thing? In fact, stress is required for growth. But it's stress plus recovery is where the growth is. And that's what so many people don't have. They don't have that recovery element. They have their phone accessible 24/7, 365. So they never get that chance to nap. They never get that chance to recover for optimum performance. Let's have a look in the gym. You first go to the gym, you pick up the weights. You don't start off with 100 kilos or 220 pounds. You start off with maybe just a bar. You do your bench press, your squats, your chin-ups, you do your aerobics class. What you've done is stress the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the joints, the bones out. And then for the next couple of days, you're so sore and sorry. but then you come back and you do it again. So stress plus recover, stress plus recover. And eventually what happens? You get bigger, you get faster, you get fitter, you get stronger. So what you have to do is you have to keep on increasing the stress. So in training you can do that by lifting heavier weights, doing more reps, more sets, less recovery time, doing it faster, doing it slower. But you must keep increasing the stress. But it's that stress plus recover. And your mind is a muscle. And there's a technique called the Pomodoro technique, which has been scientifically proven to help you retain more information and be more productive in a given time. What you do, you set a timer. You start off with 15 or 20 minutes. Where possible, you have no phone calls, no emails, no distractions. You just single focus on the task at hand. And then when the alarm goes off, you get up, you move around, get the blood pumping, you go for a little walk around, and every fourth time, you have a slightly longer break. And then you do that again and again. And as you train the muscle, your mind will get stronger. So the way that you increase the stress in this is you go from 15 to 20, 25, 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes at a max. Because once you get to 45, 50, 50 minutes becomes 1 hour, 1 hour becomes 6, 8, 12, 14 hours, and then you're back doing it all again. And who here has a lunch break? Because when I do this talk, so many people leave their hands down. They see it as a badge of honor. I'll work my way through lunch again. I don't see it as a badge of honor. In fact, I see it as poor time management. I see that you need to ask for help, or you need to delegate more. Because having a lunch break, and by having a lunch break, I don't mean sitting at your computer while having a coffee, having a high-fat, high-sugar donut. I mean getting up, walking, getting some fresh air, refueling the body and mind, having some nutritious food. It increases your productivity like you wouldn't believe. Because as I said, it recharges and refuels. So you don't get that 3, 4 p.m. slump. And that will be something as standing up, turning away from your computer, big, deep, cleansing breath. And also hydrating. Staying hydrated is vitally important in increasing your performance. And we can go into more depth with sleeping, with what you do on your lunch break. But most importantly is that you have a lunch break. Is that you have time away from work to allow your mind to mentally recover. Have a simple check-off list at the end of the day. Have I done this, 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 this? With me, it ends up with the last part is security on. Yes. Do I have my phone, my wallet, my keys? Yes, yes, yes. Bow out. That way I know that everything that I'm supposed to have done, I've done. So when I go home, I'm 100% with my family. So therefore, if I'm with my family 100% when I'm with them, I can be with my work when I'm at work 100%. I'm not worried about not spending enough time with my daughter. Because so many people have one foot in one foot in the other, and they're never really here or there. Having a simple check-off list is a great way to do that. But once you've had that nap, you then must snap back into action. Then the third step is tap. Especially with what we've been through the last 3 years. Tapping is learning, growing, and evolving. You fail fast, you fail forward, you tap and evolve. So whatever it is, learn to tap, learn to grow, learn to evolve. Then if you have had to tap, you can't hang your head in shame and hope the rest of the world's going to feel sorry for you. No. You pick yourself up, dust yourself off, snap back into action. Then we start going down the chain. The fourth step is clap. Celebrate. Celebrate the time, effort, and dedication that someone puts into something. You may have heard the saying that a champion team will beat a team of champions. And that's very much the same in work as well. When you're willing to do more for people that you know, like, and trust. You're willing to stay for longer, put in harder work, and do it for less money because of that team environment. So it's all about clapping, celebrating. Too many businesses that completed projects go by unannounced, unrewarded. Newly acquired contracts go by unrecognized. This is a perfect time to celebrate that team's effort. Then once we've celebrated, we go into the fifth step, which is recap, which is all about continuous, never-ending improvement in absolutely everything we do. In sports, we do it by watching the video. And we get feedback, not just top to bottom, but more importantly, bottom to top. What feedback are we getting from our players? As a coach, we want problems. We need problems, but we also need solutions. We do that from the players. And there's systems and formats to go through getting that correctly so that we get the most from our team. But if we're the same team in 6 months as we are today, that's a waste of 6 months. If I'm the same speaker in 6 months as I am today, that's a waste of 6 months. Recap is all about improving each and every time. Then we must snap back into action, whether it's for the next fight, the next game, or the next project. Remember at the start I mentioned the most successful international sporting team in history. Does anybody know who it may be? It's All Blacks. And their ritual, of course, is the haka. What we're going to do now, we're going to take something from the haka to help you snap into action. What I want everyone to do is stand up and just move around a little bit. What we're going to do, we're going to do something physical, we're going to do something verbal, which is going to change at a mental state. So on the count of 3, you're either going to slap your thighs or slap your chest, then I'll hold my out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, ah! Come on, guys. We've come here today to raise the bar. We've come here today to raise the standards. Wherever you are, I want you to raise the roof. We're going to do it one more time. One more time. This time, I want to feel it from your bones. This time, I want to feel it from your soul. This time, I want to feel it surge all the way to Sydney, Australia. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, ah! So much better. Give everyone a round of high five. Give everyone a round of applause. That's a fantastic effort. And remember, everyone, that I am the Vitality expert. And let's keep the energy going for the rest of the show.
Thank you, David, for the wonderful presentation. I know you are so energetic, and you have PowerPoint presentation as well. Thank you, and sorry for the technical issue we had. I really apologize for that. So sometimes technology will play with us. So thank you for your patience. So we do have a
Hmm.
question for you, David. Here is the question from our audience. So So, are there any specific areas of your physical health that you feel need improvement? And what activities or practices brings you a sense of energy, enthusiasm, and well-being? And how often do you engage in them? Are you still with
So
us?
with there's always room for improvement, whether it's physical,
whether it's mental. Yeah, but for me, it's always about constantly moving, and that's in whether it's your diet, any part. So constantly forward and upward, everything I do, whether it's speaking, you hear me, all of the
Your
above.
voice is not clear, David. I think you have a bad connection.
Yeah, because of the time delay, I had to go outside. My wife is in where audio is back. Can you still? My wife is in or her work. I'll just do it as best as I can. Hear me though. What I'll do is 1 minute. Yeah. So what is
Yes, David, we cannot hear you. Can you please check your internet connections? Because I can see that you have poor internet connection. So yes,
okay?
as you have a poor internet connection, can you please turn off your video and try it?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. So you can hear me now.
yes, it's better. So do you want to
Okay. Well, yeah. Sorry about that. I've got birds and stuff.
so shall I repeat the question for you?
Yeah, so as you were saying before with the question, I'm just going to run with it just for a little bit. There's always room to improve, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, whether it's with your diet, all parts of life. It's just always about constantly getting that little bit better. So that's what I do. And I do, like, I go to the gym like 6 times a week because that's not just for my physical health, but also for my mental and emotional health as well. I do a lot of reading. Obviously, with speaking, you need to keep up on the latest advancements, the latest things that come through that are going to keep helping people improve. So I do a lot of reading as well. So it's always just about moving forward.
Yes, David. So yes, we need to do at least 1 hour. 1 hour we need to spend about our health. So we need to at least we need to do gym or yoga or anything, any physical activity. It's not about particularly gym or yoga. Anything is fine, I think. So health is well. Thank you so much for your energetic presentation for today, David. I know you are our previous speaker and definitely you will love our conferences. Sorry for the trouble you have for us, and sorry for the intro. So thank you, David, for your valuable words with us about the health and the motivation. So, yeah, we are ending this day one event, Global Summit 2023. Thank you all for your support. We have successfully done our first day of event with all your support throughout this conference. We have witnessed the power of collaboration and the strength that lies in our collective efforts. We have explored the frontiers of science, harnessed the potential of technology, and examined critical social, economic, and environmental issues. In doing so, we have laid the foundation of meaningful change and progress. I would also like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed speakers whose expertise and passion have illuminated our minds and ignited our curiosity. Your contributions have left an indelible mark on this conference and will continue to inspire us long after its conclusion. Finally, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every participant. Your presence, engagement, and willingness to share your knowledge and experiences have made this conference truly transformative experience. Together, we have demonstrated the power of collaboration, the strength of unity, and the boundless potential of humanity. So, see you. So, let's join for tomorrow, the same time. So, see you tomorrow, the same time, and have a wonderful evening. Bye bye. This is Belinda Roy. I'm the host for the today's event. See you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you so much, beautiful ladies, for making this event a day one event success. Bye, David. Thank you.